For the last 5 days, I've drank not less than 10 cups of Nescafe. I drink one in the morning and another at night, and I'm not exaggerating. In fact, I'm just taking one right now. During the course of these 5 days, I've noted my experiences, some questions that came to my mind, and my opinions, and putting them together, I've made this video. So in this video, I'll answer 6 of those questions, talk about the good sides, talk about the bad sides, my opinions, and 3 more facts about Nescafe. So, what are the questions? Can it prevent you from sleeping? Judging from the fact that Nescafe contains coffee, which in turn contains caffeine, it is easier to say yes. And to make things more interesting, a lot of people drink Nescafe to keep them awake, but in my case, it is different. Whenever I drink Nescafe, it is just like every other tea. I can sleep whenever I'm ready to. So I think that has to do with one's caffeine sensitivity. Can it cause headache? Caffeine generally has the capability to contract the blood vessels to about half its original diameter, which can increase the pressure of blood flowing through it and going up to the brain. That can trigger headache, but that's not so common. So I think it has to do with one's sensitivity to caffeine also. Can it improve cognitive power? Improving of mental alertness and retentiveness is one of the benefits of caffeine, and in the case of Nescafe that contains a small quantity of caffeine, there's a chance that this can work, but that has to do with one's sensitivity to caffeine also. How much caffeine is present in Nescafe? When I googled, it contains 45 mg to 65 mg, which on average is 55 mg. Can it help with weight loss? Caffeine has the ability of reducing one's weight by a process called thermogenesis, but Nescafe 3-in-1 contains sugar, creamer, and hydrogenated vegetable oil, which are contributors to weight gain. So I think that counters the effect of caffeine. So if you are looking for a tea that will help with weight loss, Nescafe 3-in-1 is not a perfect option. Can a pregnant woman or lactating mother consume Nescafe 3-in-1? It is advisable that people of this category should not consume more than 200 mg of caffeine, and considering the fact that Nescafe 3-in-1 contains at most 65 mg of caffeine, yes, but to an extent. So, what are the good sides of Nescafe 3-in-1? Its portability. Like going out for a 5-day picnic, I'll simply take 5 sachets of this, and once every morning I'll take one for each of these 5 days. It's easy to prepare. Like to take one of these, I just empty a sachet, add water, and it's ready without needing to add milk, creamer, or sugar. The taste is so appealing. It's a moderate blend of coffee, milk, and sugar. As for the coffee level, it's so moderate that even a non-coffee fan would appreciate. In fact, I'm not a fan of coffee teas, but this one, I like it. Much like the manufacturers made it with the interest of everybody at heart. So, what are the bad sides? Sleepless nights. For those who are hypersensitive to caffeine, drinking Nescafe at night can affect your sleep due to its brain stimulating ability. In fact, it is advisable not to take caffeinated products at least 5 hours before bedtime. Caffeine addictiveness. Drinking Nescafe too frequently can lead to caffeine dependence, and if you fail to take a cup of Nescafe when the body needs it, that will lead to caffeine withdrawal symptoms like headache. Weight gain. Due to the sugar, creamers, and vegetable oils present, consuming too much of Nescafe will lead to weight gain. So, what are my take on this? The taste. I like the creaminess and mouthfeel I get whenever I drink one of these. It's way too satisfactory. I like how the manufacturers make everything even. I mean the milk, the sugar, the creamers, and even the coffee. They are not too much and they are not too little that they are not noticeable. Everything is just added in the right proportion. As for the caffeine content, it's moderate that anyone can drink it. Although it doesn't stop me from sleeping, more like the manufacturers added a little quantity that will serve for those who are in need of the caffeine and those who are not necessarily in need of it. So, what are the 3 more facts about Nescafe? If you open a sachet and empty it into a cup, you notice those tiny black particles. They are actually particles of the instant coffee. And the instant coffee is responsible for that bitter taste you get when you decide to taste the tea in its powdered form. But as the milk, creamer, sugar, and other components begin to dissolve, it begins to taste sweet. I was surprised to see salt as one of its ingredients, but later got to know that it is there to enhance the taste of the instant coffee, to make it taste more palatable.